What's up, everybody? Rachel here with Givebutter. Thanks for joining for another success story from the Givebutter community. Today, we are highlighting not one, but two amazing organizations who are linking arms to give better together. Right now, $3 Challenge and the Reflect organization are in the middle of raising $75,000. I think you're really going to love hearing about this one, particularly if you're wanting to learn more about how to engage younger donors or how to effectively partner with other organizations to raise more funds. I have Jared, Jack, and Kate here with me to share why they're raising funds to support college student wellness and suicide prevention. They're also going to tell us what made them turn to Givebutter for fundraising, as well as tips, tricks, and lessons learned along the way. Thank you all so much for joining to share your story with the Givebutter community today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. We're very excited.
And Jack and Kate, happy birthday again.
Thank you so much.
You guys, they are true champs. They are joining on this call right now, and it's their actual birthday as we're doing this. How fun is that? If you're following along in YouTube, please leave them a happy birthday note of love. So to start, why don't each of you go ahead and introduce yourselves and your organizations that you're representing?
Sure. So I can start. My name is Jared Fenton. I'm Executive Director of the Reflect organization, or Reflect for short. We are a mental wellness nonprofit with college and university chapters dedicated to empowering students to foster a culture of authenticity, allyship, and self-love on campus.
My name is Jack Adler. I'm the co-founder of the $3 Challenge along with my twin sister Kate, which we founded back in April for coronavirus relief, where we began raising donations for Feeding America, Direct Relief, and the CDC through $3 donations. And we were able to raise over $20,000 in our first campaign. And now we've partnered up with Jared and the Reflect organization to help raise money for suicide prevention and the mental wellness of college students.
Yep, and then my name's Kate Adler. I am a sophomore at the University of Miami, and I'm the other co-founder of the $3 Challenge, as Jack was just saying. So we are really excited to keep the challenge going, and now partnering with Reflect has been an amazing experience so far.
So how did you guys team up? Tell us the story.
So Jack, please correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. But the way that I found out about the $3 Challenge was during Jack and Kate's first campaign when they were raising funds for COVID-19 relief. And my girlfriend actually one day just showed me her phone and she said, "You have to check this out. I just saw on Instagram this campaign called the $3 Challenge. It's incredible. They're raising thousands of dollars through $3 donations. Maybe they're interested in partnering with Reflect." And so I, immediately took out my phone. I checked out the page, and fortunately, I was able to get in touch with Jack. And I remember I gave him a call, and he picked up, and I said, "Hey, is this Jack Adler?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, cool. People actually used to call me Jack," which is true. It might sound a little strange if you're just meeting somebody over the phone who calls you out of the blue, probably when the phone says Jared, and they go, "Oh, by the way, people used to call me your name." But he believed me, which was kind. And again, it's true. People did used to call me Jack. Yeah, so we started talking, and Jack said, "Hey, as a college student, and of course Kate as well, we care about mental health, we care about mental wellness. We would love to work with you in the future. Stay in touch." And now a few months later, they have been gracious enough to partner with our organization.
Yeah, and so I do remember so clearly the day Jared called, because not only was it really cool for us to kind of get that recognition from another nonprofit, at the time we were just a couple weeks into the fundraiser, and of course, we knew that we were reaching thousands of people, but it really had yet to hit us the actual scale that we were working at. And we had, a nonprofit organization reaching out asking if they could partner with us and use the concept that we created just a couple weeks ago. So that was really cool for both Kate and I to kind of see that this is something that we could possibly continue using moving forward.
So it sounds like it just seemed like the time was right. It was the perfect fit. You have this $3 challenge that was the exact right format and time for Jared's cause, rallying around mental health for college students. So what is it describe for people who, if they're not familiar with the $3 challenge, like how does it work? Why $3? Why does the $3 challenge work for raising funds for this specific cause, do you think?
Yeah, so the goal of the $3 challenge is, as we said, to raise as much money as possible through only $3 donations. And the reason why we stuck with $3 is because when we got back home, when school shut down because of quarantine, we were thinking, how could we engage our community to all get involved to make a difference? That was really the baseline of it. And we thought, well, we could ask for $5 donations, but that's a little bit more, even more of an ask than we wanted to. We were thinking $1, people would really be willing to donate $3. It's right in the middle. People had the spare change that they weren't spending out of college or out for lunch and dinner and things like that. So we decided that it would be a great way to engage our community by also incorporating the social media component. So basically the $3 challenge is to donate $3, post a picture on your Instagram story, and then tag 3 friends or more to do the same. And that's really what made it like the spiraling effect, because everyone was donating $3, then posting a picture with their friends, and then tagging those friends. And it was just really amazing to see everyone coming together and really being willing to help and support. They weren't doing it necessarily because we asked them, but more just because they wanted to get involved and help out for the cause.
Yeah, I think you point out two really helpful things. One is that the goal is for participation, for to participate. So blockade, like any barrier that might be in the way, like anybody can participate in $3. And then secondly, you're like continuing the fundraising loop, right? Like, and tag 3 people, right? It doesn't just end with the donation, but tag 3 and continue this fundraiser to move on. So why Givebutter? Why did you guys turn to Givebutter to pull this off?
So I guess I can take that one. I have the pleasure of being connected to a wonderful support network. And one of the individuals in that support network is named Tony Raffa. And so I was talking to Tony about the $3 challenge, and we were looking for the right platform on which we could run this campaign. And Tony said, I know exactly who you need to talk to. And he connected me to Max. So the CEO of Givebutter, for those of you who are listening and may not know that. So Tony connected me to Max. They're good friends. I was able to get in touch with Max. Max could not have been more kind, offering what I would say was probably the #1 innovative tip that we were able to take away and then implement into this campaign to help it achieve the success that it has thus far. And again, we're in the middle of it, so we're still going. But that was to really utilize the team element. So Max shared with me that the team element is very successful on the Givebutter platform, that the platform fees are a unique benefit of Givebutter to the nonprofit, that they have integration with Venmo, that they have QR codes, that there are so many different ways using the Givebutter platform to make your campaign as accessible as possible, that it has to be the perfect platform. And for us, it has been.
Yeah, and I do want to add on that the #1 thing there really was the team component, because we have a wide network of connections in Greek life and different clubs and organizations in the college demographic. So being able to kind of make a team and allow people to motivate others a part of their team to donate, it really adds a new component to the challenge. Whereas before we were raising money through Venmo. So one, it's hard to keep track of how much we've raised, and two, Givebutter offers a Venmo component where you can link it. So it was really just the perfect match.
Absolutely. I'm just sharing my screen now so people can see your beautiful work that you were just talking about. For those that are wondering, what are they talking about? The teams right here is what we're looking at. So the team leaderboard. There are over 100 that were listed here. So who are these people that you're kind of targeting to be a part of your team leaderboard?
Yeah, so Kate and I began what we called a frat and sorority network, and we reached out to all of our connections and asked if they could help connect us with philanthropy chairs from as many Greek life organizations as possible. And we were able to come in contact with, I'd say, around 200 philanthropy charities from all around the nation. Like you
Wow.
can look down, you can scroll through the list. It's all different parts. And so we've actually gotten, I'd say, about 50 teams to raise at least one donation, at least one supporter. And we are still working. We are still in contact with hundreds of other people right now, hoping to get them involved in this next coming week. So we're trying to continue growing our network. And I really think that it's a way to bring together college students from all around the nation to combat a cause that is so prevalent right now more than ever.
Absolutely. And I want to point out a couple other things that I see on your page that is beautiful, working so well for you. One is the power of storytelling. Your story is just clear, concise, to the point. I love these headers, easy to follow. What's going on? Why should I donate? Who do I contact? Just very easy to follow. And especially since your campaign is so much oriented around social media, it makes sense that the copy is really concise. That's really smart. The team fundraisers we already talked about, and then your video is wonderful. It's, again, it's short, it's to the point, it's very personal, and you even give Givebutter a little bit of a shout out and like show people how to use it. How did you create your promo in the header? Because one thing that we like to point out to people at Givebutter is that headers that have videos, 50% or more that watch it are likely to donate. And so video is so much more powerful than just an image or just a graphic. So how did you create your promo video?
So Jack, I didn't know if you wanted to take the lead on that or not, but for our first campaign, that was really our driving point, I would say. The very first thing we did was just film a video of Jack and I talking in our living room at home about the $3 challenge and what it was. And we both posted it on our personal Instagram accounts, and it definitely got the most traction. It has like over 10,000 views on it, and it really was important to us to keep putting our face on the Instagram to show people like that we were behind all the posts and that we wanted to connect everyone, because like we're just in we're college students as well and kind of in the same boat as everyone else. So then for this campaign, we said we definitely wanted another video, and it was definitely a little bit more challenging since I'm at the University of Miami and Jack's at Syracuse University. So we wanted to figure out a way to find two like beautiful places on campus and film our portions of the video and then merge them. And that's exactly what we did in that video, honestly.
Awesome. Well, that's helpful because that makes it accessible. Like any fundraiser who's watching, just use what you have. You can do it wherever, and it doesn't need to be long and drawn out and have a full script. Like you can just speak from your heart and share why you're doing what you're doing, what you're raising funds for, and then just simply ask people to give. It's as easy as that. So that's really helpful. Anything else as we look at your fundraising page that stands out to you as tips, tricks, lessons learned that you could give other fundraisers, or do you feel like we pretty much covered it?
I feel like we covered everything.
Awesome. So, what would you guys say to other fundraisers that are watching right now? Let's say, just like you, they're putting together their campaign page, about to start sharing it with all of their supporters. What would be your word of encouragement or advice? And I'd love to hear from all of you.
I really think that the driving force of the $3 challenge is that every single donation does make a difference. And one thing that really the reason that we started this in the first place was that we felt like a lot of people felt as though, at least in our Gen Z demographic of college students, that they weren't making a donation because they didn't have the financial capabilities to make a large enough donation to make a difference. But one thing that we're trying to prove through this $3 challenge is that everyone can make a difference, and the power of your voice is just as strong as the power of your donation. So by making even just a small donation, is $3, by you spreading the word and getting other people to do the same, like the exponential effect of that is greater than a large donation.
Yeah, I was gonna say something super similar. I was gonna say that really anyone has the power to donate. So for anyone creating a Givebutter page, like no donation is too big or too small, and everyone really has the power to contribute and make a difference. So it's really just about getting the word out, sharing on social media, reaching out to really anyone, whether you know them or not. I'm sure they'd want to support the cause that you're raising money for. So that's definitely my piece of advice.
I would add only two things. The first thing that I would add is if there's anybody out there looking to fundraise for a charitable cause, get in touch with Kate and Jack because they're incredible at it. They are unbelievable. Kate and Jack, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of requests coming in. So apologies if it overwhelms you. I can certainly help with that if you'd like. But seriously, you know, from a nonprofit standpoint, we just feel so lucky to have been able to partner with the $3 challenge. Rachel said it at the beginning of this interview, Jack and Kate are literally here working on their 20th birthday. And might I mention that this isn't even their job. They're college students. That's what they're doing full time. And this is their volunteer work on the side, yet they're giving their time to, you know, help all the other fundraisers out there and to support Reflect. So the second thing that I'll say is, in a similar way to how it's been so incredible to work with both Kate and Jack through 3DC, it has been a wonderful and encouraging experience at every step along the way to work with Rachel, to work with Max, and to work with the team at Givebutter. So if you're an individual that's out there maybe watching this video and thinking, should I use Givebutter or should I use a different platform? You heard it from me, use Givebutter. Truly, the team there has been very responsive, quickly responsive, helpful in their responses, and has helped us, like I said, along every step of the way to try to make this fundraiser as successful as it could possibly be so that we can help the students that we serve.
Thank you all. Excellent words of advice. Jared, Jack, Kate, thank you so much for using Givebutter and for letting us share your inspiring campaign with everyone today. We are cheering you on.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
And for everybody who's following along, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Givebutter's YouTube channel. If there are any questions that I didn't ask that you want answered, please comment below. We'll try to answer as many as we can. Thank you so much for joining, and we will see you next week for another success story. Bye, everybody.